All right, I so needed Robin Leach on this story on Mr. Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, and now with VegasDeluxe.com, the producer there. You see what's going on in England, debating whether Donald Trump should be admitted there because of his Muslim comments. What do you think?
I think they're completely out of their teapot minds. 3.5 hours of pontificating hyperbole with enough hot air to float the Goodyear blimp over the London wheel. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. This is not the England that I know. Sorry, Donald.
All right, so they're offended because of the comments he made about Muslims, and then it got ratcheted up to the level of just disinviting him. Well, who's the last person who was disinvited? Tell me Justin Bieber.
I don't think the Brits have yet disinvited Bieber.
All is right then.
But maybe they'd be better off banning him than they would be banning Donald. I mean, Donald at least brings business deals to Great Britain. The whole thing is ridiculous, Neil. It's an excuse for overweight and over-drinking politicians from the Labour Party to stand up and for once be heard in a chamber where they shouldn't even be working.
Is that sentiment widespread, though, that if he became president, that God forbid some of these Brits are afraid that he would not be welcome?
I don't know if it's widespread. I mean, here's the thing. Piers Morgan, who is a commentator of some things English, even though he pretends all things English, says that this is ridiculous, because, and for once he's right, because Britain does not ban the very people who leave Britain and go to fight for ISIS. So when they go fight in Syria or Yemen or wherever else and they come back to Britain, they're not banned. So if they're not banning them, why would they ban somebody who speaks against ISIS? I mean, it's extraordinary.
That's a very good point. But I just wonder, I mean, obviously you come from an empire, was an empire, and I would think an empire, past or present, has more important things to do.
Well, of course they do. I mean, to spend 3.5 hours talking about Donald Trump may be very good for just one man, Donald. But nobody else cares, because there's far more worrying things going on in England that they should be concerned about. But, you know, when you have a communist mayor of London and you have a socialist party like Bernie Sanders running rampant, of course they're going to find things to distract from the real issues at hand.
Robin Leach, always a pleasure. I knew you could sort through this nonsense. There's only you can.
It is nonsense.
All right. Thank you, my friend.